Hey you, yeah you who clicked on this video. Thanks for giving our channel a shot. And if you will, please do us the honor of watching the video all the way through. Appreciate it. Now onto the video. Hello fellow 8-bit heroes. Today we have something very interesting to talk about. I guess the phrase "if you can't beat 'em, join 'em" is real, especially for Microsoft and Xbox. What am I talking about? Well, let's get into it. So it has been reported that Microsoft and Xbox is considering bringing many of their games to other platforms, namely, besides PC, Nintendo Switch, and Sony PlayStation. This is probably some of the biggest news. Forget Civil War, forget border crisis, forget inflation, forget all of that. What's going on right now is insanity, and it has got some of the biggest, what I would call console war grifters, tight. I mean, tight. Whether we're talking about people like Kid Smooth or others. Oh man, and if you can see my screen now, I'll probably be sharing a couple of these tweets, but oh man, they are swearing off Xbox in droves. And the reason for this is something that I talked about before. I've talked about this ad nauseum. I told you people, I told you more than a year ago, almost 2 years ago, I said Game Pass is not sustainable. I told you this. I told you that when you don't buy games, you cannot keep that business model going. And what did you people do? Some of you agreed with me, and I'm not gonna act like you didn't, but many of you people had something to say. And now we see who was right. And it wasn't you. Okay? See, this is what happens when you try something that other people have tried and it doesn't quite work out. Uncle Phil, he has talked out of both sides of his mouth for too long now. And now you people are getting to see the fruits of that effort. They are bringing games to PlayStation, baby. They are pulling the old Sega switcheroo on y'all. And you didn't see it coming because y'all wanted cheap games. You thought that you could just keep on the Game Pass gravy train. And don't worry, I'm on Game Pass too. I sure am. But I'll tell you what, every game that I love, I always purchase. Bar none, always. And that's why games keep coming to all these other platforms. I'm a multi-platform gamer. I'm not PlayStation, I'm not Xbox, I'm not PC, I'm not Nintendo. I'm games because I want to play games and I want to enjoy games. But you Xbox faithful people, y'all took it too far and you let them sell you the dream. You let Nadella sell you the dream. You let old Don Matrick back in the day sell you the dream. You let Uncle Phil sell you the dream. And now look at you. Right? Now y'all swearing off Xbox, throwing your Xbox Series X in the fire, jumping, changing your Twitter profile pictures from Xbox, doing all this craziness, right? And why? For what? Because you were loyal to a corporation rather than being an informed consumer and speaking with your wallet. If you like something, buy something. And now you're reaping the benefits of that. And unfortunately, that fruit is rotten. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it's not like we didn't know this was coming, but it's just, I feel like the fact that so many people are caught by surprise by this, even though you've been told and warned for over a year now that these games, namely Indiana Jones, Starfield, what else? Blade, possibly, the new Hellblade, all of these games will more than likely be coming to PlayStation platforms. Why? Well, because number one, PlayStation is able to sell hardware. Okay, you should have known the writing was on the wall when things were coming out day and date on PC with with Game Pass on PC. This was a strategy from Microsoft because, as we know, Xbox as a platform has never made money for that company, and I'm pretty sure that now the bill has come due. And again, this really isn't a reason to necessarily cry or moan or be sad about anything, but what it is a lesson. This is a learning experience, and the learning experience is that you get what you pay for. Okay, so if Xbox as a platform is going to not be the next Sega, then they're going to have to start looking at exclusives. They're going to have to start looking at ways to incentivize a customer base, which they have trained over years now to purchase games again, right? Make Xbox players pay again. How about that, right? And that is the moral of this story. And you know, there are a lot of Xbox employees that aren't happy. There are a lot of Xbox YouTubers that aren't happy. There are a lot of people that aren't happy, but guess what? This is what happens when you put your eggs in the subscription basket. Okay? You should have learned from Netflix and the streaming wars, right? Somehow, some way, somebody's gonna lose. And unfortunately, in this particular situation, it is the Xbox faithful. Gamers are still gonna game like we always have. But the fact of the matter is that if you were a console warrior, if you were somebody that was Team Xbox all the way, if you bleed green, well, sorry to tell you, but I mean, now apparently Xbox bleeds blue and red and whatever color PC is. So, I mean, what do you guys think about this? Do you think Xbox brand is dead? Do you think that this is a good move by Microsoft? Do you think that Microsoft has betrayed its player base? Sound off in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace. If you'd like to get a shout out on the channel, then hit that like button, maybe share it with a couple of friends, and do us the biggest honor of all, and subscribe to the channel so you can join the 8-Bit Heroes family. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can be notified when our new videos come out.